spells can auto condition people to a degree where, like, for example, I won't go over all of them yet, but like Blizzaga, right?
Right.
When you have Blizzaga open, it's not the longest range spell, but what that should tell people is if they get close to you and they get hit by that, they have a chance of dying. So some people, they have to like be very careful when you have Blizzaga. So because of that, they're gonna play, I want to say defensive a little bit. Like good players will play a bit more defensive because of the threat of that, especially like off stage as well, because Blizzaga can snipe them and kill them. Yeah. So it's just like people have to fight him in accordance to what spell he has available, almost on some like hero shit, you know, if he has oomph and shit like that. So play to the strength of your spells. Even if you're not hitting them, just having the spell up is enough to be like, yo, I can't do this because if I risk doing this laggy ass move, he can put me in an icicle and maybe up B me out of it, up smash me out of it, up air me out of it. And that's hard to time consistently, of course. But in a last stock, last hit situation, do you even want to be in a situation where you don't have control of your character and it's really up to the other person, right?
For sure.
So just keep that in mind. Definitely. We're definitely gonna tunnel on spells. I'm gonna show you the fucking way, dog.
Let's do it.
All three of them are good, man. All three of them are good in their own way.
Like if I have Thundaga and I kill somebody, I immediately just use that shit to try and get rid of it.
Nah, fuck it. Let's do the spell lesson right now.
Okay, fuck, let's do it.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now. Let's do this shit. Peep game. So let's start with Faraga, right? Yo, good luck, Ducky Doom. Good luck, bro. So when it comes to spells, right? Let's say we start with Faraga. Faraga, obviously we know the trajectory of this move, and we know that if we mash it, you get it out repeatedly, over and over and over. Let's look at how far this move goes across the stage. So if you're standing on the other side of the stage, right?
Right.
Can I hit you from here? Nope. Well, all the way over there. Yeah, you were here, I would have hit you. So it's good to know that Faraga's going to go at least to that platform right there. So let's try this again. So if I'm standing right here, Faraga can reach right there. That's great.
All right, here, yeah.
Oh, no, it's okay. So what that tells me, though, is that Faraga, of course, you can even start it off with a jump, right? It's a good move to use from afar. Not only does it also combos into itself, so you can't just do Faraga into like a run-up grab. I missed right there because I'm trolling. But, you know, Faraga into grab, like, that's very valuable. So, my opinion, great spell. Great spell because of the range, does a decent damage, but it leads into combos. Now, of course, you can also do this shit where it'll combo into side B. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Now, the cool thing about that is, and we're going to redo that again. So, come here. Cool. So, let me get my card up. All right. Faraga, side B.
Yeah.
Up smash. Now, I'm up smashing in the case you land on this platform, right? We know that this move has a really big hitbox. Like, if you could stand right here for me real quick, I'd appreciate that. Yep, and just hold shield. So, if I'm here, doesn't hit. I move a little forward, it hits. And of course, it can hit behind itself also. So it's a really good move to actually catch people with. So a lot of the time, like, if I have you... I'm just going to give you some damage.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah. If I have you, I want to say kind of at like midish %. Maybe like right here is fine. All right, I'm going to move you. You don't got to do anything. I got the rest of it.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Faraga, side B. You didn't land on the platform yet. So you need to be a little bit higher % to land on the platform. And that's what I want, because even if I put you in a situation where you can like tech it, it's still good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still didn't land on platform there.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm surprised. So honestly, actually, no, this platform is probably a lot higher. I'm thinking of other stages, right? Where the platform's a bit lower. You
like
land on the platform. Yeah, exactly. Battlefield plat, up smash. Even if you tech it, I can charge, up smash. You want to be able to have those options. Now, why am I tunneling so hard on this, right? Well, when thinking about recovery and you need to get back onto the stage, I want you to stand right here. So, if I'm coming up, right, I rise with up air, I can do this to try to get back on. And if it hits them, it'll connect into the side B, which in return can put them in a situation where not only can I up smash them, but of course I can just shark them when they land on a platform with up air. And even if there is no platform, the fact that it combos into a move that pops them up vertically is what I want, because then I am able to either shark them with up air, anti-air with up tilt. It's just good overall. So Faraga has its usages, right? Not only that, like let's say just I'm recovering and I just want to get back onto the stage. I can do that because the Faraga is something they have to deal with because it's just a horizontal moving hitbox coming at them. So they have to avoid it, shield it, roll behind it. They don't want to get hit by it. Or, of course, I could just cover myself there, go to the ledge in case they want to try to run off and edge guard me. So Faraga has more usages than just like, oh, I'm in neutral, let me shoot out fireballs, you know, hoping it hits them. Like, no. We need to use that move in a better way, more ways. Now, Thundaga, of course, is my favorite one personally, even though it's inconsistent, just because of the threat. You didn't die, thank God. I didn't want you to die. Just because of the threat of the move. I love it that much. Because right there, it's like, all right, let's think about this. This move is inconsistent. We're on last stock, last hit. Do I want to risk being aggressive and getting hit by that Thundaga and potentially dying? If your answer is no, you got it. Fuck no, nigga. No. So in my opinion, right, it's like, sure, you can run through it, right? But that's how I get a lot of kills. People feel like they can run through it. And so sometimes, right, I'll get punished for it. But in a last stock, last hit situation, or not even that, just when they're at kill percent, they don't really want to run the risk of that because it only takes really one to loop into the others or for you to get hit into the last one and just explode. So the beauty of it is that this move covers so much range off stage. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole wall is something that I try to snipe jumps. I try to snipe air dodges, make people burn air dodges so I can follow up and hit them with a fair or hit them with another move. That's why it's so good. Or if someone is higher up, I can actually just still apply pressure, even if they're vertically higher than me. And that's why I think that move is so good. Not only that, the inconsistency in the move killing is sometimes the beauty of it, because I'm not killing people with that move that I want to say like 40%. Fuck no. But I can't tell you how many times I've hit a character off stage and I do this and it hits them out of their mediocre recovery in a way where they don't go vertical. They just go horizontal and down. Almost like on some Pat G DI shit, where the DI is horrible. And so because of that, they now have to recover low. Guess what? I have counter, I have fair, I have back air, I have blizzard, which comes right after thunder. So it's just like
it forces options out of them.
Exactly. It forces options out of them. So sometimes, like, that's why I'll still use thunder even at lower percentages, because it's like, okay, cool, if I hit them with it, even if it's like one part of it, oh, that's damage. But off stage, if they have to recover, right, this could put them in the situation I need to edge guard them at a lower percent. You know, if I'm fighting a Wario and I do that thunder and it doesn't pop him up, but it, you know, it's inconsistent, he falls out of it. Guess what? His bike is gone now. If he used his bike and I hit him out of it with that, his bike is gone. He has to jump up B. Counter season, baby. You counter his ass, he's not making it back. You got an early stock for that. Fox has to Firefox now. I'm countering that. You're dead, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly.
That's why I think it has multi usages. Like, even with that inconsistency, I still think it's a good move.
Yeah.
Now let's do Blizzaga.
This is the one that I'm the most like. I think it's better than Thundaga, just like before the lesson, of course. But I don't know exactly like the intricacies of it. Like, I go for it and then I immediately go for like I'll juggle you with up air and then up B you type shit.
Nah, if you think Faraga or Blizzaga is better at the end of this, you don't have to think Thundaga is the best. That's just personally my favorite. I think they're all good for what they do and what they can do. And that's the important thing, right? When it comes to me in these spells, I don't really give a shit about which one's the best, because it's all about like, what can this spell do for me in this scenario? And the fact that we're not hero, right? We don't have 800 spells actually benefits us quite well, because when we need a specific spell, it's a lot easier for us to cycle to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So here we go with Blizzaga. So Blizzaga, of course, is the close range spell. The hitbox, if I want to say if I space myself right here, I can freeze you. So you know what? That's still pretty good. That's like a character length and a half away from your opponent. You can still hit them with it. I think that's dope as fuck. Now, the real beauty of this move is the fact that it does put you in that glacier. When you hit the glacier, they can mash out a lot faster. If I don't hit it, when you get out, it's all up to just how good your mash is. Of course, relative to your percentage as well. The higher the percentage, the longer they stay in it. Now, the thing is, of course, is if I knock you off stage and I'm off stage with you and I try to go for this, if you pop up like that, it kind of sucks. Like, mission failed. I don't want you to pop up like that. There's a certain spacing that you have to get off stage so where they won't just pop up like that, because your goal isn't for them to be able to just go vertically at all. You know what I'm saying? Like there I missed, but I feel like if I hit you, I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna F tilt you. Just try to live. Yeah, cool. So I put you there. Perfect. Just like that, you fall. And that's what I want, because then that's all dependent on your mashing. Certain characters, especially at higher percentages, they can't come back from that. So because you're already afraid of getting like fared off stage or getting hit by one of my aerials or my counter, some people might go super low. Some people might go super far away. And that's godlike. Because now if I read that and I catch your ass, you're super dead. Super
you're
dead.
Just fucking dead.
And it doesn't matter if they don't always have to be at a super high percent. Like I've killed people at like 60 and 70 from doing shit like that alone. And those are the early stocks you need, and that's why Sora's edge guarding is so good. If he did not have his spells, his edge guarding would be much, much harder to actually get off, given that you're just kind of relying on his aerials. Don't get me wrong, you'd still be able to edge guard people, but the spells are the cheese. They are the broken shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, when it comes to Blizzaga again, right? Of course you can edge guard with it. And because of that, people are already panicking versus you off stage. But in neutral's another thing, because this is I want to get close to Sora so I can fuck him up. And given that he can be comboed pretty well, people are dying to do that shit. They want to hit you. They want to get the fucking dopamine of actually landing a hit on you so they can like combo you to bits. But they have to respect this move. So I want you to run up and grab me. Nope. Freeze, my nigga. So because of that, right, it's just like, well, damn. Now the worst part is when you get put in the glacier, it's just like you can combo off of it. Now it's not a true combo, right, because again, it's relative to how fast the person mashes and what percent they're at. But if I do this, right, and you're there, you don't do anything, or even if you do something, it doesn't matter, because if I wait and I time when I think you're about to get out, I can up B you and kill you out of it, right? I can up smash you. I can up air you. And all of that, it sucks, right? At lower percentages. This is a multi-hit, so I have a higher chance of catching you out of the glacier and actually linking you into the hit of my up tilt. And so because of that, it's just like, let's think of this situation. Let's say this is Evo right now. You and I, Evo Grand Finals. Sora Ditto. You're getting fucked up. You need to make a comeback somehow, like badly. I have Blizzaga. I put you in the ice block. You have no control over your character unless you mash. That's it. And that's just to get out of it. Do you want to be in a situation where the opponent has full control and they might be good enough to react to when you pop out and just get a free kill?
Yep.
It's not a good feeling. And so because of that, people have to be very more cautious with how they space versus you if they're going to take the risk of trying to hit you, right? Because what's to stop me? Like, you just ran at me at Blizzard, right? What's to stop me from just pivot doing it? And that's pivot doing any of the spells. Because I could do this in neutral too. Like, I do hit one of this, fire, or thunder as a mix-up. Or I can actually just straight up whiff, but instead of land, I just shoot out a fire. Combo into side B, you know what I mean? And then of course you can combo into the other hits of the side B as well. That's why I think spell usage as this character is so important. When people call him a zoner, I think zoning as Sora is not that optimal. You could try to do it like, yeah, I'm gonna run away and I'm gonna shoot shit and oh my god, like definitely in some cases you could slow people down by building that wall, but I think integrating spells into your overall combat is the move. Like that. You see what I'm saying? Right. You can get really creative with it. And that's why, like, even off stage, it's very important to try to use spells to your advantage. Right there, I did that thunder. I used my second jump right there, did a thunder again after that fire, right? And it's just all about covering the ledge as much as you can because fire keeps them at bay. Thunder keeps them at bay. They might try to run through it at a lower percent to get the edge guard or try to like get off stage to fight you, but that's okay. If I have Blizzard up after the thunder, well, guess what, motherfucker? If you decide to approach me, you're going to have to shield this. Or it's going to put you in a block and I'm going to be able to get back onto the stage. And so that's why when off stage, right, it's not all about air dodging. It's not all about doing this to get off of the ledge. You gotta mix it up because the key thing is Sora does have the mix-ups to get back onto the ledge, even if it means air dodging to the ledge like that, right? So don't always feel the need to just rise with up air, even when you're holding onto the ledge. You do that, rising with up air to try to get back on, because those are the obvious things that people expect. But what they don't,
I definitely try to shark with up air like all the time.
What they don't expect though is a guy to rise with Blizzard, up B to ledge. I have invincibility. Imagine that. Then I up air, but I don't land onto the stage. But then I reverse do a spell, side B1 instead of side B2 or 3, or you can do side B2. It's all up to what you want to do. I'm just showing you that there's much more to spells than meets the eye, because even if you're landing onto the stage as well at a disadvantage, if you're horizontal enough to someone, you can threaten them with a landing Blizzard. You can threaten them with a landing fire. I think it's so important, and I really want you to try to practice with them much more, not just in our sessions coming up, but just like when you're grinding and practicing, because I just want you to understand how potent they actually are and how creative you can get with them, all 3 of them.
I'm learning a lot, for real.
That's good. I'm happy, man. That's the point of it all, dog. I want to make it educational but entertaining at the same time. You feel me?